All right, so just a few little drying tips. Generally, you want to start with a very, very clean, thick microfiber towel. I'm not a big fan of the absorber. They scratch cars pretty badly. But you always want to start in the areas that are in the sun, because you don't want water spots, and the sun will dry this water into water spots. I don't care if you have filtered water. I don't care about any of that stuff. It's always best to start where the car is sitting in the sun. So you'll come through, you dry it with this nice, dry, clean microfiber, very thick. I think Walmart sells this thing for like $7 or so. Just give it a good little, a good little dry. We're gonna come back with the blower afterwards, and that's the part that I really wanted to show you. Is, the most pain in the butt part about washing a car really is when you dry it, then you get all those stupid little water lines on it, because the towel is not gonna dry. The towel is not going to dry inside of these cracks. As stupid as that sounds, right? So you come through and I'll dry this just to make sure that it's not in the sun. Man, I've got some swirl marks in this that need to be taken care of. A lot of it's just the reflection of the water. The trunk, I did that convertible top a couple of weeks ago, so I put stuff down to make sure it didn't do that, but it did it anyway. Get the few little scuffs in it, so I'll even dry the top, Somebody's calling me. I'll call them back. So, make sure you get all of this. Anything that's in the sun that can spot, make sure and just kind of dry that off. And then what you can do is you can always come back out with your blower, blow everything off. I like to dry the top so it doesn't put water all over everything else when I'm drying it. Another thing, every car has this, okay? Every car has these little vents, and it would behoove you to, every time you wash your car, to hit that with the pressure washer or the hose or something like in there. It's kind of hard to see it, but it's right here, right? You can see in there. You blow that out with your pressure washer, and what that does is it helps JC. Like it stops some the foul smells, because you'll get trees and leaves, and not trees but leaves and pine needles and stuff that'll cake in there. Not this one because it stays in the garage, but like your everyday car, my Tahoe, all of that stuff. You'll get stuff in there, and then decaying leaves will man, I'm gonna tell you, you don't know gross until you get in a very clean car, and then it stinks when they turn the air on. That's one of two things. One, they don't clean the little filter like I'm saying, or the little vent, or two, they don't change their cabin air filters, or they're just nasty people. That's possible too. So, all right, let's see. All right, we can take a break with this, and what we'll do is we're gonna get the blower, just to kind of blow the wheels out, because I don't want spots on the wheels. So hold on one second. All right, I think I've shown this in previous videos. Cheap $20 blower from Home Depot. Worth its weight, man. Let's see. You can get all in here. This nasty stuff right here that you can't dry off with a towel. And that's going to prevent lines and water lines and nasty stuff. But the more important thing right now is let's get these wheels dried off. You're going to dry your tires off as well, so your tire shine will stick to it. Got a few buddies of mine using the permanent tire shine. Look, I'm a detailer, man. I like that being part of the process. So I don't mind putting tire shine on every time I clean it, because one, it gives me something to do. Two, it looks really good and fresh. And then just three, I feel like that stuff hasn't been out long enough for me to have tested it, wholesaling. So if that's even a word. But look, you dry the wheels and look how spotless they are. Not a spot on them, and that's thanks to that incredible wheel cleaner. Blow all of this stuff out. Look at all the water run off the bottom of it. Same thing with your door handle. Blow all of that out. Belt molding, mirrors. That'll put more water lines on your car than you know what to do with. So float a mirror out, you know, then blow everything off of that. And that's going to eliminate your water line. But definitely invest in a blower. I mean, without question, you know, especially, you know, your car's looking really good and everything, you come back with a blower, you know, it stops those nasty little water lines that even the cleanest of cars can come white, black, silver, gray, whatever color. You're still going to get nasty water lines if you don't blow out the cracks. So, you know, that'll be that. You know, this is actually part 2 of that little video with the wheels, but I wanted to show you that. I meant to show you that before, but one of those things. So here again, you know, hit like, subscribe if you like these videos, you know, share it. Let me know if there's any tips you guys want to see on some of the stuff that we do.